Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Unhuntables with myself and Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello.
So today we're hunting through 20p coins. The primary objective is to find an NIFC or the Undated 20p, or as a consolation prize something from the territories. There is down in the description a list for each of the three denominations that we're currently doing as to what we're looking for in terms of those key years and whatever. Out of interest though, Grosey, do you think we've got a better chance of finding the Undated 20p in one of these or an NIFC?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I think an undated 20p is more likely.
You think so?
Because we know there's, what, is it 120,000 of them? Something like that?
I
Whereas
can't remember the mintage off the top of my
I'm
head.
pretty sure it feels like the brilliant uncirculated versions of those coins maybe would have had similar mintages, but then obviously the vast majority of them will not end up in circulation. So I
yeah, because
definitely
for the NIFC to go into circulation, it has to be busted out of a coin set, a coin pack, and spent or put into the bank or whatever by someone who doesn't know, assumingly we would assume the value of the coin. But would you then counter? I could then counter and say that more people are aware and looking for an undated 20p than what might be for key date.
I don't know, because I was chatting with the lady in the bank that I get my coins out of, and she'd never heard of the undated 20p when I was actually withdrawing the 20p's for this video, or my part of the video. Yeah, I was explaining that we would look for the undated one, and yeah, she'd never seen it before. So I don't know. I think similarly to the key dates, I don't think there's much awareness about either of them, to be fair.
Possibly. So I'm not 100% sure where I fall in that category. I would probably land in the same camp as you. I was purely playing devil's advocate on that. But that's my one thought, is that I think more people, more coin collectors and people outside of coin collecting are aware of the undated 20p, similar to there are non-coin collectors that know to look for the Kew Gardens 50p. I think the undated 20p is a little bit more widespread. Yeah. Sometimes they there is confusion about it, people thinking that one that's got a date on the reverse is an undated one because there's no date on the obverse, which I've come across a couple of times, which is tricky.
Still dated.
But yeah, it is one that literally has no date on the obverse or reverse. Is an error in the production of it. But no, it was an interesting point, I thought. But we have had some new coins that have been minted for circulation. The new definitive, the 2023 New King Charles Flora and Fauna, whatever you want to call it, nature set. So we knew that the 20p and 50p were going to be minted for circulation because I and other people have been to the Royal Mint and they have told us as much, that they have struck those for circulation. But I dug up a press release which shows the pound coin, which you can go see on the Royal Mint's webpage. I think it's if you scroll to the bottom, there's their press centre, and it's early November. There is an article which shows that £1 coin and the obverse without the privy mark. So really? As far as I'm aware, they're the only three confirmed to be minted to go into circulation.
Oh yeah, I've just seen that on the thing.
Yeah,
with them all
quite
in a
cool.
bucket.
I'm not saying that I am the breaker of this news. I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there that have spotted it and brought people's attention to it. But I thought I'd play my part in sharing around this news.
Exciting. So yeah, we're definitely getting the pound coin. Definitely getting the
50p, 50p.
20p. Have we got anything planned for when the pound coin does hit some circulation, maybe in the new year?
So this is the challenge, because they're new definitives. They might not end up even with low mintages. Yeah. So they might be exciting to find because it's the first new definitive out there. But if they end up being very, very, very common, which I think on the pound coin they probably would be, because we haven't had as many years of the pound coin as any other denomination since its revamp in 2017. But yeah, I don't know. I think we need to keep our eyes peeled on this, and I don't know whether we wait for the mintage figures to come out before we decide, because again, with the new coin coming in, although we've seen images of these coins being minted for circulation, it doesn't guarantee we're going to see them in our change anytime soon.
They could take many years to actually be released.
Yeah, like the £2 coins, for instance. So they have been minted and they get sent out when there's demand, and the Royal Mint remints them to build up their backlog in their long store. In the 2021 and 2022 £2 Britannias, they obviously haven't got to that point in their backlog yet to put them in circulation. We know they've been minted because they're in the long store. We know they're not going to melt them down because they've said time and time again that these will go into circulation. The outlier is that 50p, which it seems has been expedited out into our change, which we can expect to start finding the end of November, I think it was. So any time now soon, really.
That's it.
But the pound coins, the 20p's, any other denominations, they could be stuck at the end of a queue to go out to the cash centres for quite some time. So the problem is when the first person finds it, that's great. We can both get a bag of pound coins and start hunting through it. But like with the 10p's, when the alphabet 10p's first came out, it's no good putting up a video where you find nothing, right?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, again, maybe we could wait and then just do one Unhuntables episode, or maybe you want to do it separately.
Yeah, maybe when they're out in change and we know they're a bit more common, we could have a race to see who can find the most in a bag.
That'd be a fun idea. Yeah.
But again, that doesn't. The problem is it doesn't guarantee it. It means doing a hunt which will last, I assume, about 20 minutes to record it, if it's similar to the £2 coins, or between £2 and 50p's. And then if one of us doesn't find it, then what do we do?
That's it. And then I guess it could be a long time before they actually end up in circulation, by which time we could have found an NIFC in the series. yeah.
Because again, like I think you brought it up before or previously, the problem with the pound coins is there is nothing else to find. It's not like with the other denominations where there are territories coins or there's other key dates to look for. With the bag of 5p's, 20p's, 2p coins, we're more than likely to actually find something that's worth looking for.
Yeah, that's it. Again, obviously, apart from like is it Falkland Islands or St Helena, one of the two?
Yeah, again, one country or one island territory that has issued a pound coin.
Now. I'm pretty sure there is two.
But there isn't that history of them like it is for the 50p's and all the other denominations of these territories minting lots more coins.
Yeah.
In the past. But no, I think we'll have to play it by ear and decide what we want to do with that. Because I'd love to find them. I want to find the whole set out in circulation. I think that'd be a really fun thing to aim for. So yes, that is what is happening with the definitives going into circulation. As far as we know, that can change quickly. But we've also had a couple of new coins. So Bond. Is it what? How many years of Bond is it? I can't remember. 60 years of Bond.
I think it's 60 years quite a nice design, though. To be fair, I think I liked it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to pass on the silver. I would have got the BU one, but I really do like the design. It is a really nice design. But my concern with the Bond is that if you went and did the pre-order, it seems that of the 6 coins, one is released now. Obviously that I can't remember what it's like, a gyrocopter. I can't remember what it's called, Little Nelly or something. But all the other ones are dated 2024, so I'm concerned I've signed myself up to 5 silver-proof 1 ounces coming out in 1 year. I thought they were going to be a bit more spread, like the Queen's Beast, Tudor Beasts, British Monarch series. I was not anticipating the whole set coming out this and next year.
That could get expensive fairly quickly, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So I will have to wait and see what I think of later releases on that. But glad we both like that coin because it's.
I might buy it in bullion. That's all I would buy it in.
Yeah, they are out in bullion and they do look quite smart too. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
Definitely.
Star Wars, the 4th coin with Han Solo and Chewbacca is a big question mark at the moment, because I hear conflicting reports from different people saying that they have confirmation or they've read that it is coming out next year. And I'm interested what you think of a 4 coin set where 3 have come out in 2023 and the 4th will come in 2024.
It would, in my view, it would make sense to have them all in 1 year, but on the other hand, we've only got 5 weeks left of the year, 6 weeks at most.
Yeah.
Unbelievably. So, I mean, the trouble is if they were to release the 4th one, it would sort of get in the way of the whole Christmas sort of. You know what I mean? Although they've already sort of advertised the snowman actually, but.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know the release date at the moment, which is quite frustrating. I think releasing it just before Christmas would be a great opportunity for grandparents and parents buying coins for their kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
Buy them a set of Star Wars coins. I think it's a no-brainer, right? But it appears other people have read other things about the potential release of it. It's not because I can totally agree with the Harry Potter coins, 2 in 1 year, 2 in another year. That felt fine. You were splitting it nice and evenly, but 3 and 1 is just a horrible split. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And I get that there have been unprecedented changes at the Mint, which probably caused the Harry Potter coins to be delayed over 2 years originally, and I guess they're trying to get back to where they were. The new Definitors as well must have delayed production of some new coins as well, but I just think a 3-1 split, I just really don't like it, and I really hope that the fourth one comes out before the end of the year.
Yeah, I think I prefer it to come out at the end of the year, actually. Not that I'm necessarily going to... Well, I will buy them, actually, because I do have a set, but yeah, it doesn't really faze me.
Definitely. But of course, we've had the continuation of the Myths and Legends series, a set that I quite like. They had the King Arthur 3 coins earlier this year, and we've just had the fourth new coin, 2024 dated, because we're at the end of the year, and sometimes that's what happens at the end of the year, they're dated for the next year. And what's the new Myths and Legends coin, Grosey? Have you seen?
I haven't. I'm just looking now.
I would give the suspense up. It was the same Robin Hood one that came out originally.
Oh, really? That's a bit...
And it's come out in proof, because they weren't doing proof coins for the Myths and Legends back then. Which I don't get me wrong, I like the design. I think it's a really smart design. If they do the other two Robin Hood coins, Little John and Maid Marian, again, they will be lovely looking coins. But my problem is I like new coins, and this is an old coin, and it's I'm a bit
Can't get behind
aggrieved
it.
at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get like the first time they've done proof coins was with the King Arthur 3 coin set. Maybe they were more successful than they anticipated and thought, well, we need to do that again. And I would have thought, oh, they'll take the Myths and Legends off into another avenue, which is what it looked like when there was the royal proclamation for the Beowulf and Grendel coin. I thought, oh, that'll be the next Myths and Legends. But no, we've got Robin Hood, the same design as previously. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I would much rather have that time and effort in making that coin have been a new coin.
Yeah, I know what you mean, to be fair, especially if it's like a series, you have the same coin. I don't know, it would be like in the Beatrix Potter set having the same character in the same year twice.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd, and it makes me wonder, oh, what are they going to do? Are they going to go back and we're going to get the British Monarch series again? But because they didn't do BU coins of that, are they going to re-release those as BU coins? And then I'm going to be left thinking, oh, now I want the 1 ounces because it's just going to, my entire brain's going to implode in the system that I buy coins on. So, yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that, but anyway, at least it's a nice design. At least it's a nice design.
Definitely. I think they're all quite nice designs, to be fair, the Myths and Legends series. I think they are all good, to be fair.
Yeah, I really like the King Arthur set. I think they were lovely coins, and going back to those, the original 3 they are nice designs, but they could have been a new coin. But sadly is not. But no, we have exciting news, or not news because we have been talking about it in videos, but we're off to the Royal Mint this weekend.
Yes, this weekend. It always comes around quickly, it seems. And it
does, because this has been in the planning for quite some time, and all of a sudden it's at the end of this week I'm going to the Mint again.
I know.
So, and it should be the last Mint trip of the year, assuming that between now and Christmas it won't change again. But it is the Snowman 50p Strike Your Own. We're going Saturday the 25th and 26th. On Saturday we're going at 20 to 1. On Sunday we're there at 12 o'clock. We'll be there a bit before the tours and we'll stay there afterwards. So if you want to come along and say hi to myself and Grosey and others, then feel free to come along and say hi.
Definitely.
Anything more you'd add to that?
No, just that it's a very good time. I mean, the Christmas tour, they always put a lot of effort into the Christmas decorations. So if you like your Christmas tree and your Christmas lights, they do a good job.
I would maybe advise it as not being your first tour, because that is not what the tour is normally.
So I was going to say,
unless you've got kids, they'll love it.
I was going to say what you just said about advising people not to do it. But if it is their first time, I mean, what exactly are you expected them to do about it at this point?
No, I totally agree. Like, I'm not saying you're going to hate it. You're going to leave going, I'm never buying a coin again. No. So, I think if you go there expecting to learn lots about coins, you will, but you would learn more if it wasn't a special Christmas tour.
Yeah.
So if Christmas is your first tour, I'd highly recommend that you go again for the real experience there.
Yeah, definitely. I think they do a good job, but yeah, it's very different to the normal tours that they do.
I think we'll wrap off my half of the video with something I'm sending in case you haven't seen it, but Canada have revealed their portrait of the king on their coins.
Have they? Oh, let's have a little...
Oh, now I've done it on my half. I've got to remember to put it up on the screen as well.
I remembered my editing last time as well with the 5p Mint error.
Impressive.
Oh, that looks...
What's your reaction?
My reaction is that it looks good. It looks
Better than our effigy of the king?
I'd need an example to compare. Coronation coins.
Have you not looked at his new portrait enough
You
to
know, I
know
have,
what his
but-
portrait looks like?
I think the UK portraits have a tendency to be very slick, very clean, very neutral, very like photorealistic, if you like.
Yeah.
And they generally don't have clothing apart from like Queen Victoria, I believe. It's literally just neck and head.
Naked kings and queens? What you on about? Anyway, before we are rambling way past our allotted time. So, better or worse than the UK portrait?
Different. I wouldn't say worse, but I'd say I still prefer the UK one. But I'd say that it looks
Okay.
good.
Well, I will agree with Grosey. I think the UK one is still better. I think the Canadian one is better than other places who reveal their portraits of the king. And we'd love to know in the comments, what do you guys think? Is it better than the UK portrait? Is it worse? Which portraits of the king do you prefer on our coins? That being said, this is only for the first half of the video. Head over to Grosey's channel to see his half of the video, assuming he gets it up on time this week,
Oh, it will be.
and see whether he finds anything better than I do. Well, unfortunately, no undated or NIFC years, but 2, 4, 6 territory ones. That's pretty good going. We've got Isle of Man Russian clocks. They're the same year. No, 2004, 2010. Lady of Europa is a Gibraltar. 19, what's that? 88. Quite a cool design, isn't it? These cute little flowers. I think they were Gibraltar as well. Yeah. 2014, I think that is. And then the Russian Abbey, whatever, however you pronounce it, 2002 from the Isle of Man. Super stuff. As I pulled this one out, this is the closest I've come to an undated 20 pence coin. Only almost undated because the date. You can just about see the 10 there, so I assume it's 2010. Has been smushed out of it, but plenty of very, very cool finds those. But do check out the link in the description over to Grosey's half of the video, where we'll see whether he can beat this roster of amazing finds. I'd be interested to see if he actually could on this one. There's also links to my Discord server for coin collectors down in the description of the video, links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address you can write into me with, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company, who I work for as my day job, making videos for them. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.